Hey guys, what's up? This is Chris James, and I guess Halloween is right around the corner, guys, but doesn't matter. I don't really fully celebrate the holiday. I enjoy cosplay and stuff, and a lot of you guys know that, I'm kind of like in and out of Japan for a while, and I just wanted to tell you guys a real story that actually happened to me several years ago when I first came to Japan, kind of like a vacation. So try to make this short. This is kind of a ghost story, and it's been stuck with me for many, 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 several years, because I'll probably never forget it. Um, but it's not to scare you guys or anything. It's just a real story that actually happened to me. So when you guys rent a shared house in Japan, just be careful. Um, you know, Make sure you're dealing with kind of honest people and people who are Japanese people are pretty honest, so you shouldn't have really too much of a problem. And to be honest, compared to the US, there's not as much ghost activity in Japan. Like, I'll be real honest with you. I mean, I don't know the reason why. Maybe there's just so much history between how they, their religion and how they kind of exercise properties and whatever. I'm sure that there's a spiritual element to it. But overall, Japan is super, super peaceful place. So this is not very common, but I'm just gonna tell you guys this ghost story. It's not to scare you or anything. But anyway, let me get right into it, guys. So long story short, I developed a relationship with somebody, and I met them online because most of my transactions are online. I strongly believe in social commerce and, you know, finding things online. A lot of people do find things online, but I like to work directly with people. So I like peer to peer. When you know, not to bore you guys or anything, but I am like a founder of a social commerce, and you guys know me. It's I Socialize on the App Store. Um, but when you're dealing with like big companies and stuff, you got to pay a lot of fees, and the cost is like three times more because you got to pay for like 100 other people to make their salary or whatever. So I was using an app called Craigslist. Everybody knows about Craigslist, and found a small room on there, and there was a few people living there, but basically they moved out. um, and I had a friend that was there and people staying with me for a while, and they went on vacation, right? So I was alone for a while. Well, not a while, but when I say a while, like 1 or 2 weeks, and that's a lot at the time for me. So I get pretty stressed out, kind of being fully alone. So anyway, I just decided to basically I was able to switch my room to another room in the building, and it was like a kind of a townhouse kind of setting, and it was kind of like in North Tokyo, so very I would say very desolate area. And North Tokyo is like a lot of old people. It's very like, both modern and ancient feeling at the same time. There's a lot of shrines, and there's a lot of what do you call it, modern buildings. They just put up Skytree, and all these really cool tourist attractions that are both like Japan is very modern and very non-modern at the same time, very traditional and ancient, because they have such a long history cultural wise, and they try to preserve it, they try to protect it, and they try to keep their culture alive. I mean, you can still see a lot of people wearing kimonos in the wintertime, summertime festivals. They have their, traditional attire and food and stuff like that that's been around for maybe thousands of years. So anyway, I'm living in this area where there's like not so many foreigners because a lot of foreigners, they either live really far from Tokyo or they live like really central Tokyo. There's like, so I was like in the middle, north, middle Tokyo. And the house was pretty, the energy was pretty weird there. I mean, many people moved in and out. It was like I don't want to say an Airbnb, but it was kind of like an Airbnb, people come in and out. Especially in that time, Japan had a lot of tourism. And I've seen people come and go, and it was nice to have roommates. Sometimes you don't really trust them or whatever, but I mean, a lot of people are living, especially young people, are living in shared houses in Tokyo because it's kind of expensive compared to the salary. I mean, it's just like, and people don't want to live alone, so they want to save money. That was the case for me too. Just coming there, it's really hard to find a place in general. So, and I didn't want to go through like a realtor. So, um, but I ended up going through a realtor later on and moving. But I was there like only maybe 1 year, I don't know, and not even a year. But what happened was the friend of mine, they went on vacation and they went out of the country for a little while, and I was just gonna be there like only 1 or 2 more weeks, and I felt annoyed and just alone, and just I like to sleep. I try to sleep, and one night I was just getting ready to just lay down and chill, done doing my work, whatever, just checking YouTube, whatever kind of work that I was trying to make blogs or whatever. And then, um, you know, it started a real like faint noise from the upstairs. It was like a really light basketball bouncing, and I thought it was a neighbor, so I ignored it. you know, and then maybe you're getting chills hearing this funny story. So it's like a basketball. So I mean, a basketball, come on, I mean, it's not scary. So then after that, I basically you know, kind of ignored it, and it just kept going for 20 minutes, guys. But it was kind of a big building. I'll be honest with you. It was pretty big. I think in the building, the apartment building, they had like 5, 6 rooms. And then what happened was I was like, nah, I'm just gonna look around, and went out of my room and just look around, and I don't wanna just ignore it because it was, to be honest with you, it was way too, I want to use the word robotic to actually say it's a person. Um, you know, I mean, it was just completely um consistent, and didn't stop for like 20 minutes. Again, 20 minutes. You just it sound just like a basketball, okay? Keep repeating. Um, so then long story short, I just started going up the stairs to another room that I moved out of, but I still was allowed to go there. And before I actually went up to the room, like halfway up the stairs, I knew exactly what I was dealing with, just because of my previous experience with things like this, paranormal, whatever. And I felt really scared. And then I knew exactly what it was because as I went up the stairs, it got louder. So it was just a door, and the door was like basically going in and out like this, and it was like really fast. So all the windows were closed. It's not like a wind or anything. And I didn't want to find out, because I was alone there. So I just like left the house, and then I was like, let me just get a hotel. But there was no hotels available, so I just had to stay up all night and just try to figure out, you know, come back the next day. But just a really bad vibe there. And then I eventually moved. But yeah, man, like that was probably one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Pretty weird part of Tokyo, very ghostly, very, great for, I don't know, horror movies or whatever. Um, but yeah, I didn't see anything. Just I knew exactly what it was. So anyway, guys, that's my ghost story in Tokyo. And if you guys think this story is interesting, just comment below. I might do a narrated video of it, or it might be in this video. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.